To another TTC Penguin video, and today this video we are going to be talking about the new types of cards, the new cards for meta, and collection. So at the D23 podcast that was live on Twitch, they have talked about lots of the new cards, like locations of like different like types of locations in the place. Lots of new types of product, which for collectors, and a couple new card reviews, but not fully card reviews, which I dislike.
Some big card
Yeah,
reveals.
including there's going to be one iconic, and I think there might be two enchanteds that have been revealed.
And the illustrious.
Oh,
Oh.
hold on. I know you're excited.
Okay. Let's start with in card order with what was debuted. So they start off with locations, and the first one, Marigold Bridge. Beautiful artwork. Going into the city of the dead. It just caught me by surprise of how much I really enjoyed it. And I told you while we were watching that would be a fantastic enchanted.
But the location enchantments don't do that well.
Very true, but that's the one location that might actually catch some people's attention. But Marigold Bridge is the 4 cost. It has 8 willpower. Costs 1 to move there. But the real sauce behind this is while you have 10 or more cards in your discard, this location gets 2+2 lore.
So it already has a starting 1 lore, so that would be a total of 3 lore. If you think about this, Infinity, Amber, Sapphire actions. But you already start just splashing out as many actions at the beginning of your turn as you can. This would be able to help those decks be able to gain those extra lore after be prepared and stuff like that. Full cost Inkable, that's the same thing cost as McDuck Manor, has one loss of 1 willpower, but has the chance of doing 3 lore instead of just 2.
Yeah. McDuck Manor 2.0 right here.
Yeah. It's inkable, so it's at least inkable. If it was uninkable, hopefully it would be full long. But
all right, the next card they showed was Merlin's Shop and Smithy. It was a 2-drop, 6 willpower. Cost move to 2 to move there, but once during your turn, whenever a character moves here, draw a card, gain a lore.
So the first thing you will think about whenever you hear draw a card and gain a lore is that you think it's Dumbo, but the truth is it's actually just a location. You pay 2. I feel like people are gonna play Dumbo more, but this is a Sapphire card, so Sapphire doesn't have that much card draw, and this is pretty good for Sapphire because that is pretty big card draw for Sapphire. You have to pay 2 to be able to at least replace itself. It has 1 lore. It costs 2. It's okay. It's once per turn. If it was like no matter what, it would be. I think it would be meta. But since it's only once per turn, it's okay.
All right, we'll see how it develops. The next card was Con Industry, 8 willpower, 2 lore. Characters can't be challenged here.
Oh, that sounds good. Is it uninkable or is it inkable?
I don't remember. I think it's inkable.
Yeah. But 8 willpower, big body, 2 lore. I mean, that sounds pretty good. And then when characters can't be challenged there, that sounds even better. How much does it cost to move them there?
I think it was 2 cost.
Okay. Yeah, so pretty good. I think it was green. It's pretty good. It seems like it's still pretty slow for the cost of 2, but other than that, it's gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna be seeing much competitive play.
Yep. The next one was Institute of Technology. This is I missed a lot of the details specifically, but basically what I saw was supers have the ability. It works well with supers because when you have a super here, you basically get to return a card from your discard to your hand.
Item card.
Item card.
I mean, that seems pretty good. The first thing you probably think of is Woodchuck Guide, but this is a Sapphire location, so it must be in those constraints. And my opinion, I think it's not going to be that great in non-infinity. But in Infinity, it's going to be okay. It's just like another location that you rather not play. It's not good enough.
The final location, Con Stadium. 1 drop, 4 willpower, so kind of squishy. But
Wait.
characters get +2 strength here.
Yeah, a 1-4, that's the vanilla style for location. You, well, probably would play that. There's the 1-5, 1-drop 5 willpower location with amber. But +2 strength can do a lot for one law. The first 2 strength will cost you 2, but all the other ones are going to be costing you 1 ink.
Mm.
So the biggest thing you want to think about is like all the any cards that benefit off of strength, like the Mulan that can deal damage across the board. That's the biggest first thing that I personally think of. So I feel like if more cards that are out there that can benefit off of having lots of strength, that would be a really good card.
Yeah. I also look at it as your opponent might think that their high willpower characters are safe, but with it only costing one to move a character there, a one strength, the two strengths can easily take care of that willpower quickly.
A Jebediah as a 2-drop can take care of Milo as a 7-drop with
Yeah.
that. So 2 strength can go for a long time. And it gains you a lot at the start of your turn. So on top of it being scary with the +2 strength completely instead in Challenger 2, it already has full willpower, so your opponent can't just hit it with those small characters. They have to exert those big characters or bunches of those small characters
Yep.
to get rid of it.
All right. After the locations, they shifted to a few characters, including a Minnie Mouse, big 8-drop Inkable, 6/6. We didn't get to see much of the ability, and then also a Donald Duck 3-drop uninkable 4/2. And we mentioned Jebediah earlier. I was thinking that those are the same stat lines, but it was a different at the 3 um, ink. There's probably something special about it.
Yeah, so I was able to see a full screenshot of it with like the bottom part blurred out. So I
Okay.
was able to see like what abilities it had. And the first ability for the Minnie Mouse, it's a 6/6 inkable 8-drop. That seems like it's gonna have some good abilities probably.
Hmm.
I saw that it had one type of like keyword in it, like probably like maybe like evasive. But this is the on Mickey Mouse, so it's gonna be like new types of keywords including adventure, and I'll talk about what that means later. But Minnie Mouse is also, other than just one keyword, also has an ability that has big long text. So hopefully that one's also good. I'm assuming it's gonna be with some type of RAM
Hmm.
or removal.
Yeah.
But removal is usually uninkable and usually non-sapphire.
Yeah, that Minnie Mouse being in the Sapphire, you would imagine ramp, and then something with strength or with the Donald Duck and
Yeah.
being Ruby.
The Donald Duck actually also was the same thing with the Minnie Mouse. It is a 4-2 that quests for 1. The Minnie Mouse quests for 3, by the way. So it's a
That's
big
big.
body. Um, but Mickey Mouse is the 3-drop 4-2 uninkables. So he probably has like a mediocre ability if he's questing for 1, and had 1 ability. And had pretty big text, so it's probably gonna be like if this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may get a law or something like that.
At this point, all we can do is
Wait.
scheme, wait, and hope that they enter the meta in some form or fashion.
To tell you what the Donald Duck is, he's a 4-2, which is the same stats of a vanilla 2-drop,
Hmm.
and he's uninkable. So his ability has to be valuable to be able to have a 2-drop 1 turn late and be
Here,
uninkable.
here comes Donald. After Donald and Minnie, who else would show up but Mickey Mouse? They introduced the hot dog, hot diggity dog Mickey Mouse version, or Best in Town. This one was very vanilla, 1-drop, 0/4 as far as what we saw, but they kind of just kept feeding us more information with Mickey Mouse getting the next.
Eventual, which is a new type of keyword. Eventual is the new type of keyword is eventual, and it says this character or the character that has eventual on it will like cannot challenge,
Mhm.
so it cannot challenge, and it must quest. So all far as what I know and what I believe, they're probably gonna have all 0 strength. If
Okay.
they cannot challenge, same thing with reckless, they cannot quest and they have 0 law. But they must quest, so each turn they will have to quest no matter what, even if you don't want to, like reckless.
Hmm.
I call it a reverse reckless.
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be really good it's a 0-4 that quests for 2. You think that, okay, yeah, but I don't really want to quest with that every single turn no matter what, because my opponent might have things that benefit off of challenging, aka a challenge card draw. But you may reconsider if it has a second ability called a new type of ink. It's called ink drop. Ink drop is a new type of way to ramp yourself or ramp your opponent by benefiting off of it and not benefiting off of it. An occasion for Mickey Mouse is a when it says at the end of your turn, if this character is exalted, which he has to quest, so he will be exalted. Um, you each player, so both players, all players in the game, will get one ink drop. Ink drops are temporary ink. So basically, if you have one ink and you have one ink drop, you can play 2 cost, and then next turn you can only play 2 cost.
Yep. I'm interested to see what the rules around ink drop is going to end up being because as at this moment in time we don't. But how is it going to change the meta? How is it going to change gameplay? That's some new exciting uh, information that we get to again just wait and see what it does.
Yeah, I think that ink drop thing is gonna be really good because on turn 2 you can quest with the Mickey Mouse, Grandmother Willow. Next turn, you ink drop, ink another card. Grandmother Willow's in play. You can play a 5 drop for free.
Boom.
Well, not for free, but for that. Next turn, you can only play a 4 drop, but you already know what 4 drop you're gonna say Eleanor. Unless if she gets banned.
No.
um, you can always see this ink drop mechanic is gonna be pretty big for these ambo
Yeah.
decks.
Yeah.
The downside is it gives your opponent one. The opponent's gonna be able to play 3 drop. 3 drops have full strength, being able to challenge. All I'm hoping is that there's gonna be a 3 drop that's a full strength to sometime and has rush
Hmm.
to answer that Mickey. Because if your opponent keeps on doing that over and over and over, it's gonna get bad.
Well, the adventure wasn't the only thing that Mickey they talked about Mickey. Mickey gets a iconic as well, another iconic Mickey. Yep, Ravensburger knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're printing money. So the card itself looks fantastic with the way the mustard looks like it shimmers.
Wait, mustard.
Yeah, it's the so there's a
Hot dog. Hot dog.
so this it'll be fun. I'm not sure it's going to be my chase card out of all of this because there's a lot more that was shared in the later in the pod lorecast, but it's definitely cool art.
Yeah. Um, to go on top of that, it's beautiful, but we have more princesses.
More.
Princesses legendaries, including our first ever 1 drop legendary, which I'm excited because it's in purple. Yeah. But I think it's gonna be hyper icon because it's a 0-1. And when you hear 0-1, you immediately think, oh, that's gonna be have a big strong ability. Maybe like I think Diablo, the one that lets like whenever it's banished, assuming it's a legendary and it's gonna be purple, it's probably not gonna be something like that. It's probably like when you play this card, you may play another 1 drop for free or something like that.
Yeah.
But being in a purple realm where it's usually wanting to go fast or usually tries to go have evasive, it probably says like this character gains evasive if you have a certain amount of cards in your hand. Maybe you when you play it, you draw a card, which we
Hmm.
already say like Pocahontas and Miko
Hmm.
to return and play again. But I mean, I'm excited for it. Hopefully, it's something that goes with slow decks, but
Yep.
as a 0-1, it's probably not.
And the cards look great too.
Hmm.
I enjoyed the artwork and it gives us a little sense of the fashion around Hyperia City. So that's the stuff that I enjoy, just how everything connects.
And the 2 other princesses is Mulan and Belle. I think Belle, I'm not for sure what color, you probably see it. And then Mulan is a red, I'm pretty sure. And I'm also happy about red because it's a pretty big body at for what it is, and it's a legendary.
Hmm.
So I'm always happy going for red legendary.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be another shift target for the big Mulan for turn 4. If it has like a good on
Yeah.
playability, next turn you shift it and bang.
There's going to be some good synergy with those princesses. So after the princesses, they talked about a street kitty called Pepita. And with Pepita, again, this base card, very vanilla, 1 drop, 1/3. Um, but you knew it was going to be a shift target for the bigger Pippi.
Yeah.
Uh,
I already want to say there's an enchanted of it. The
yep.
enchanted is gonna be so colorful. I immediately think like the color of Coco is just so beautiful
Yeah.
that the enchanted of Coco is just gonna be perfect, especially with the fact that it the cat and its the Day of the Dead version of it
Hmm.
is it just has a bunch of spots and it the enchant just looks so amazing.
It's going to be great. It might be my chase card.
You already have a chase card. There's only been one iconic and one enchant. Come on. But actually, it has a pretty good ability. It's a full six. It's a 5 drop shift 3. So it has that average shift 3 5 drop vibe. But if you have 10 or more cards in your discard, it gets +2 strength and 2 lore. So it becomes a 6/6 3 questor.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah. Immediately thinking Gaston.
And you know what? You play Vine Pod in your deck. Just imagine the ability to turn that kitty back to a 4/6 and
Tiny kitty. I mean, it's still a pretty big body, but yeah, as I've been saying, this Vine Pod is going to be a top card in the meta after this because there's going to be some cards that, as Coco, you're going to be putting a lot of cards in your discard
Mhm.
because of this, and Vine Pod is going to be able to slow them down and reset them from stopping them from being able to get these big bodies on the board.
Yep. Slow
And
down that extra boost.
and weakening hopefully the cards that they played and expecting that you don't have anything to be able to get rid of them.
Yeah. After talking about those cards, I switched to what's happening in Q1 of 2027 into the Ink Dark, which is going to be centralized around Hades. And everybody loves Hades, uh, obviously, because he's already had his own iconic.
Yeah,
But the biggest news out of this section, I thought, was the introduction of the collector
collector's boosters.
boosters.
Yeah, that uh explaining of collector's boosters, don't be scared like Pokeballs. This is actually good for us.
Hmm.
Because Pokeballs aren't going to go after our Lorcana boxes that we want. Instead, they're going to be going for these collector's boxes to be able to get those. So then we have enough booster boxes to get for
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah. And everything that they said during the cast makes me feel good about collectors are going to collect, and this is a great way for them. We will probably get one just to
Yeah,
open up and
yeah.
see the what it's all about. Maybe I'll get one to keep closed because I am the collector in the family. But it's just another way to put excitement into the game.
You're probably like, what? Well, what's the advantage of having a collector? These collector packs.
Mhm.
Well, the according to Lorcana, the booster boxes will not be affected. No new rarities for the booster boxes,
Mhm.
but there's gonna be a new rarity for the collector packs or boxes.
Yeah.
This new rarity is what is it?
Maleficus. Well, oh, sorry, illustrious,
Yeah.
illustrious.
But the new card, the first of 6 different Lustrious cards are gonna be Maleficent. I'm assuming there's gonna be one of each different ink color. And Lorcana also said if there is a Lustrous card and it's like they, for example, Maleficent from set one, it's not gonna get reprinted.
Mm.
It They can be from any type of time, so
Yeah,
it can be a Diablo, it could be a Pocahontas from back in set two,
yeah.
it could be anything.
And what I heard is they said it's serialized. Only 23 of each card will be printed ever. And they said globally. So these are going to be high rarity, high demand cards. It's, it's going to easily break the bank of some diehard collectors.
Yeah.
But on top of that, the other cards in the collector's boosters get a special foil. It sounded like there was going to be a slightly different foil to those cards. So again, and there's going to be 12 cards per.
So it's gonna be 10 times harder to max out your deck, by the way. So don't max out your deck.
Yeah. So the collector boosters are going to be available through the Ravensburger website. at various Disney locations and then uh,
Your stores, I saw.
local stores.
Your stores are gonna be gone. Hopefully the stores not saying I encourage this for the stores. I want hopefully saying if you're gonna open them, you're gonna if you open them, you get them for a discount. If you keep them closed, you buy the market
Yeah,
price. That would make sense. I like that.
I think that's a fair way to weed out the collectors versus the players
Yeah,
versus those people who are just going to automatically flip the cards.
yeah. Um, but every single card in the pack is gonna be foil,
Hmm.
and you have higher chances of hitting something big. So I'm assuming there's probably gonna be at least maybe one epic pull pack, which would be really cool,
Hmm.
and maybe one, three, or two enchanted pull box. That's what my prediction is.
Yeah, I'm gonna. My prediction is that it's gonna be hard to find these in boxes. I think stores should rightfully open those boxes and sell the individual packs. But I also think that the individual packs are probably going to be closer to $50
Whatever
a
the
pop.
whatever the magic price is, probably.
Fair, fair. And I think Magic might be around 70, $80.
The Hobbit one is around 80, I think.
Okay. So that's exciting, the illustrious card, and we thought that the iconic Mickey Mini was the peak of Lorcana value. We were wrong. After Into the Ink Dark, they debuted Q2 2027 with Cosmic Quest. So we're gonna go from the underground right up to space.
So I'm gonna say this. Right now we are experiencing a rock paper scissors meta. I think next set we're gonna be experiencing Igo meta, and then this Hades set we're gonna be experiencing a slow control meta.
Hmm. And then, sky's the limit, pun intended, for Cosmic Quest. And the artwork on the card, we saw Ariel in a space outfit, but did you see Flounder in the background?
Yes, it was just like that little ball rolling around.
It was fantastic. I hope that Flounder gets
Iconic, iconic, iconic. Flounder
yes.
needs there needs to be ally iconics. Ally
Fair.
iconics would be so cool. There should be an ally set.
Yeah. So that was the season 4 debut, and they hinted at what will be ready for set 17 and the introduction of Pixie Hollow. So um, Tinkerbell and all of her friends
Yeah.
will enter Lorcana.
Also, there are going to be Stitch for set 16,
Hmm.
aka whatever it's called.
Galaxy. Well, I'm not sure, but because I think initially we were kind of like, wait, what happened to Stitch in set 16? Because at Gen Con 2025, they showed a picture of Stitch and Leroy going at it, and then it was Ariel and Flounder.
Yeah, that is like it's two different type of things. A
But
big fight against nice little flounder and Ariel.
yeah, but what we noticed is that Stitch is probably just one of the cards, and hopefully maybe you'll find maybe 5 or 6 additional Stitch Lilo and Stitch cards in set 16.
There's another card that lots of people are happy about, and they are imagining how big this card's gonna be. It's what's his name? Fidget.
How could I have forgotten Fidget? Oh my goodness.
It's actually not Fidget himself. It's an action of and spark your imagination or something like that. It's a sum cost income that draws you 4 cards. Blah blah. But it's a promo you can get at the Disney World.
Festival of the Arts.
Yeah.
So maybe we're gonna try and plan a trip down. I'm gonna try and plan a trip down, so to get this promo for us.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can ask if you can volunteer at the World Finals.
Yeah. And there were some other special events that were announced, including the more Disney cruises, um, the collector's box for Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
So there are six. It's basically like the princess one that we had earlier, but it's Beauty and Beast themed. I think of on top of my mind there's a Lumiere, a Beauty. There's a well
Yeah.
Belle, Beast.
Mrs. Potts.
Yeah,
And did we see a Gaston?
yeah, Gaston, Gaston. That Gaston looks amazing, and I think yeah.
Yep.
There's something else I think, but I'm not 100% sure if I know what it is.
The artwork looks great. The foiling on the art cards look great. But again, this is going to be probably one of those hard to gets for those who aren't around Disney World, Disneyland, or any of the downtown Disney locations.
Yeah,
But yeah, one can dream, and maybe it lines up with whenever we're going to be down there,
yeah, that'd be amazing.
or we're just going to have to find it on the aftermarket.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, our wallets are going to be hurting enough with these new illustrious cards, the fantastic artwork and playables that we're going to have to get for sets 14 through 16 that have already been announced. So,
Yeah, our credit card's gonna be left. It's gone.
my credit card.
Yeah, your credit card. My debit card. I don't even know if I have one yet.
All right, well, that was the main news out of D23. A lot of exciting. Oh, I don't know, Lucas, if you saw this, but obviously there's a lot more going on around D23, including the movie lineups that are announced.
Movie like oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's a movie, another Lilo and Stitch live action coming out.
Is it for the second one?
Yes.
Yes.
And I think I saw an image of Angel.
Wait, yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Look, Disney needs to make live action cards. That'd be a really cool collector thing.
Yeah. The other big thing that I'm excited about, I played Kingdom Hearts in my childhood, and actually will probably restart it because Kingdom Hearts a series is about to will debut eventually
Wait, like a
on Disney
movie
Plus.
show? Like
Yeah,
a show? Well, that's cool.
yeah. So there is still hope that Kingdom Hearts enters Lorcana lore.
Oh, that they kind of mix together, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that'd actually be amazing. That'd
Yeah.
be really cool.
Yep.
You got me excited.
Sora and friends get to enter the lore, hopefully in the near future. But we'll have to wait and see, because what we hear, what we know, is what we know right now. Certainly, I'm interested in hearing more reactions later on, as more cards get debuted or shared on the Play Hub. How do you want to close it out, Lucas?
See you guys. See you later. And hopefully we're gonna see new, more cards getting reviewed. And hopefully I get to see what that Donald Duck does.
Yeah, we're building up to October 14th for pre-release.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.